Hi, my name is Johannes Schindelin, and I'm the maintainer of Git for Windows. That's the Windows-specific port of the Git project, which is the source code management system that many of you already know, I guess. It's basically a medium to communicate between developers. Because it's a little bit like a cell phone, but for developers, because you cannot transmit source code via cell phone, so you transmit it via Git. I think there's a lot of contributions that we could welcome. That's whether you write documentation or whether you improve documentation, if you see that something is not quite right, or something could be phrased better, definitely jump in and contribute some improvement. That's totally cool. If you see a typo in some error message or other message, that's also quite easy to fix. Or if you want to implement a new feature in Git or Git for Windows, it's wide, the options are wide open. Just go crazy. Go for what you want to do. That of course depends on what you want to do. If you just want to write a good piece of documentation or a tutorial, then a good command of the English language would be quite nice. Or if you want to just contribute a different language documentation, then you have to be fluent in that language. Otherwise, if you want to implement something in Git, I think C is something that you should probably know at least a little bit, but it's not really hard. It's the hard parts might be that you have to be very careful how you manage memory, but I'm here to help. So if you're familiar with JavaScript, for example, you probably can read the code and guess how that should look in C, and I can help with the rest. The easiest would probably be to look at the documentation, my first contribution. This explains a little bit the workflows of the Git project. And I say Git project because Git for Windows is very close to Git, so I would rather target Git directly. Otherwise, if you want to target Git for Windows, just look at the repository that you can find very quickly from our homepage. And you can open a pull request. You can communicate via tickets or via the mailing list if you want to start a new project and don't know quite where to start. I think that my first contribution is probably the best documentation in the first run, and then just talk to people.